Hello and welcome into Rosethorn. This is episode 5. I'm DrJankovich, and today is going to be a fun one. We're going to do some very industrial things. We're going to hook up some storage systems, create some farms potentially. It's going to be a great one. Now, this is not a situation where I haven't played since the last episode, which was about 2 weeks ago. I have actually played a lot, just on stream, not on video. So let me show you everything we've accomplished. First things first, coming around the back of the tower, you'll see that I have made a new entrance for the basement here. Yes, this is the same basement with all those farms and everything in the last episode. If you haven't seen that one, I do encourage you to go back, but it's not necessary. Basically what I had was 4x4 farms for each crop. Some of them had duplicates, but I've torn all that out, and I am slowly deciding what I want each barrel to be. And this is going to be a really organized manual storage for now. Sometime in the future, I will have automatically sorted storage, but for now, I think this is sufficient. So I can get all the farms down, maybe do some cool builds, and then once I have a lot of time on my hands, I'm not sure what else to do, I can work on engineering a really solid auto sorting system. Coming down to the second level here, I have just included one big farm. You know, this is going to be kind of modular. I can use this for whatever I want. So, you know, if I need wheat, I can plant that. You can see I really haven't used this much. Or if I need carrots or whatever, I can use it for just that job and just bone meal it and harvest that. Coming back up out of the basement, you'll see that some of this is cleared out. It took me a while, but I dug out some of the stone here on the ceiling. I have made a really cool staircase down here. I don't remember if I talked about this in the last episode or not, but what this is going to be is bulk storage. It's going to be auto sorted. This is going to be things like cobblestone, stone, dirt, things that I don't necessarily want in my storage system up there, and it's going to be things that I'm just going to have an absolute ton of. Plus, if we go back here, you'll see that I've got some special chests back here with a lot of goodies. That's right, we now have a mob farm. I will show you that in just a second. This is something that we're going to have to redo in the very near future because right now it looks ugly. Let me show you. And here it is. It's just a giant stone brick structure on top of the mountain here. So this is definitely going to have to move, but this is giving us a lot of resources since we're still kind of in the early game, I guess, of getting all the farms situated and things. That gunpowder is a huge help at the moment. One other thing we're going to need is a sugarcane farm. Currently, I am just doing it the old school way. As you can see over here, I've just got sugarcane lined up as much as possible and just harvesting it manually. So there's got to be a lot of automation happening in the next few weeks. So be excited for that. What we're going to focus on today is actually hooking up the bulk storage to the extent that it will take care of the items in the mob farm, because I do want a mob farm up there, but what I want it to be is a quad mob farm in the future, and obviously with 4 mob farms there's just going to be a ton of drops, and I want to allocate one of these rows of chests to all the drops that's going to provide. Now, I do realize that I have messed up on my placements here, but that's okay because these can come right down and I will fix that. So that's about enough of me rambling on. Let me go into my storage system back here and see how much wood I have for all these chests. Okay, so I have rallied the troops and reconciled all my supplies. I've got nearly 8 stacks of chests and about 2.5 stacks of redstone lamps. That should get us off to a great start. I'm fairly certain I'll be able to put all the chests and the redstone lamps are what may hold me back. Plus, I need enough iron for all the hoppers to go in there. Now, I really enjoy mining, so I'm thinking for this world, I will probably avoid having an iron farm as much as possible, just so I can, you know, always stay motivated and, you know, have that classic feel of going down there and mining for iron, and it's really feasible these days since they changed iron ore to work the way it does. But anyways, I have went ahead and laid down all the chests on where they should go, and I'm going to build it all the way up to the ceiling minus one level because I would like to cover up this floor here that is dripping water. I don't think this was doing this in the last clip, and let me show you why. We have a sugarcane farm, a mega one. There has been a recent stream. Go follow me over on twitch.tv/DrJankovich if you'd like to see the streams. But yes, I spent a couple days building up the sugarcane farm, and I'll tell you what, I am so happy I did because it was a real struggle keeping rockets stocked. I was having to, take my poor little overworked hands over there and actually gather sugarcane off by the ocean, just like early game. Poor me, right? But anyways, this is going to be probably the first thing I hook up, and what I'm thinking is one half over here will be block storage, because I doubt I'll be running over there as much as this side because this is more easily accessible. Sorry, it's late. But yes, over here will be like block storage, not very important stuff. Over here will be supplies, so gunpowder, sugarcane, things of that nature. Things that I'm gonna, this is the first side I'm gonna see, so I want this side to be the most useful items, if that makes sense. But yeah, let me go ahead and start placing down chests, redstone lamps, and I'll see how far I get. Ah, yes, that looks much better than a stone wall. There is a ton more work to do, and in classic fashion, I was just a little bit short on supplies. I've got to get just a little bit more glowstone for this column of chests here. But it is underway. I think what I'm going to do now is go mining for a couple hours, see how much iron I can get, and hopefully maybe I can pick up some redstone while I'm at it. The good thing about this world is it is very old, so I'm able to go to y=12 and do old school mining, so I can get all the resources I need at 1y level. In case you're not familiar, I believe it was 1.18 when the generation changed. That also meant that ores were distributed differently. You have to go through different Y levels now to actually get all the resources. But not in this world because it's old and janky. So we're all good in that department. So as you can see, I got some more space cleared out here. There is plenty of room for redstone. And also you can see I did a little bit of redstone already. I was experimenting with these silos. I haven't built them in a while, so I wanted to make sure that everything I did would work. Now, I did have to eliminate the top row of chests. Unfortunately, with my water stream designed for the sugarcane farm, there was just no way to actually feed items into the top of these silos, so I had to lose one double chest, but there's still 9 of them, I think, or there may be 10. I haven't counted them in a while. I'm pretty sure there's 9 there, so that's still plenty of space for items. So next thing I need to do is go ahead and build up all the redstone for all these chests, and it's going to look like something like this for every one of them. So let me do that really quick. And here we are. It is all built as far as the storage silos go. and the redstone. Now, this was actually very expensive for me for somebody who doesn't have an iron farm, which I really don't want an iron farm. I want to mine for it. I think I said that in a previous clip. But it was also quartz. I don't have a bartering farm yet or anything like that. But it wasn't too bad. It was really nice sitting down and gathering the resources and grinding it out. And it looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing. It's been a long time since I've made one of these really repeatable redstone builds. But the next thing we need to do is actually hook up the mob farm that we have here. Eventually, I think I said I am going to replace that mob farm with a lot better one. But it is going to remain in the same spot. So if we go ahead and hook up the drops to it, we can just hook up the new and improved farm to the same stream there. So for this one, I am going to have to sort them. There is no space to sort them up there near the water stream. So what I'm going to have to do is probably clear out a little more space here. And I will just go ahead and have a ground level sorter. And then I will pump them up with droppers probably, because I really think those things look really cool. And it will go into the correct chest for that drop. So let me do a little bit of digging here, and then we'll get started on the sorter. So I ended up having to remove a few more blocks than I had thought, but it worked out well, and I think I actually have a design here that is going to work. And I've managed to keep it within the 3 blocks here that, oh, I've just fell down a hole. Let me get back up there. That the storage silos is. So it's going to be completely hidden behind there. Honestly, you know, this is a solo world, so I do not mind redstone. I do want to have easy access back here, but it's really cool that this is going to be really stackable. And so what we've done is I've fit a sorter here, and as far as I know, none of this should be interacting. None of these hoppers should be locked or anything. But I'll be able to configure that hopper right there with the filter, and I can just make 2 more of these for these chests, and it'll be gunpowder, string, bone, or I'll probably put bone and then string. So it's going to be really cool, and we should be able to hook up this mob farm very soon and just do a quick AFK test, make sure that everything is sorting and going where they should be. I'm excited. Let me go ahead and paste over 2 more of these for these silos, and we'll see where we are. So I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is everything looks awesome. It is in. The bad news is it goes back to when I was talking about I did not want an iron farm. I wanted to mine for everything. Yeah, I am completely out of hoppers now. I had 3.5 stacks of hoppers made up, which is a lot of wood and a lot of iron, but I'm going to need just a few more to hook up those hoppers, I believe, to this one right here, the one that is in line with this torch. All these other chests here, and I could actually use some of these hoppers, I guess, but that's still not enough. So what I'm going to do is just take a break and just go for like an hour mining session, something like that, see how much iron I can get. Hopefully I can get enough just to finish this project, and then I will probably have a mega stream, like a 12-hour stream one day, just gathering all the resources that I can. So be looking forward to that, and just since I'm talking about it, go ahead and go follow me at twitch.tv/DrJankovich. And let me go mine for some iron. I'll see you in just a second. Okay, I just got back from my 1-hour mining session, and I managed to get this much iron. Also, I had a little more than I thought, so I'll be able to use this. I haven't really done the math. Well, it should just be 5 stacks, so boom, there we go. We can make a stack of hoppers, and that will be enough to get us going. So I managed to get everything hooked up, ready to go, and I even tested it manually by just dumping items into it. That's not a true test, though. I've got to make sure that everything is connected up from the start all the way to the end. So I'm up here in my AFK spot, and luckily I have Tweakaroo here that we are able to leave my guy up there, fly down here, make sure mobs are flowing in. Oh, well, we got some water here. We should see them spawn here in a second. Okay, yep, we've got mobs coming down. They should be falling shortly. Boom, there we go. Items. I don't know if I cannot interact with hoppers in spectator, but we should see shortly these observers here start pumping. There we go. Yep, looks like everything is working. We're getting gunpowder, bones, and some string. There's not very many spiders that can fall down that chute there. They sort of get jumbled up here the way I have this designed. But it's not a huge deal. Not a huge deal at all. Okay, now I'm down here to see it for myself. Looks like we've got some extra gunpowder that wasn't there before. We're getting some string as well. So it looks like everything is working, just as I thought. I love how the lights sometimes flicker when things are going in it. Makes it really nice. But looks like everything is working. It is functioning perfectly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to AFK overnight. I'm not going to do a time lapse or anything. I've actually run out of time for this episode. But in the start of the next episode, I will let you know how much stuff that we got. And hopefully I can start out the video with actually decorating this part of my base. And one thing to keep in mind is I do need easy access to the back, because we're only using a fraction of these at the moment. Next episode, we'll probably hook up the other half over there for all the mining blocks, and set that up for bulk block storage. That was kind of a hard one to say. But yeah, I'm gonna quit rambling on. Guys, if you haven't hit that like button just yet, I do encourage you to do so. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And another thing that helps me out is if you will subscribe. You will get notified every time I make a new video. And guys, I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching if you've made it this far. It's been a really fun one. It's probably the biggest project I've done in a long time. I've kind of slowed down a little bit. But I'm getting there. I'm really enjoying Minecraft lately, so look forward to more great content such as this. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.